It's me, Josh Hunter, and I am here on the planet Earth. And this video, I would have to say, is probably going to be considered small time. Now, for those of you who don't know, when I use the word small time, it's like sometimes when things happen to you and you don't like want them to happen, and you just don't. I don't know. You don't. Like when you want to get revenge or payback or that type of thing. I always call that small time. Like if you want to be a bigger person, you just let it go. You don't worry about it. But I really hate being asked for things that people can get themselves. I really don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And I don't know what to do. Like I normally would just put myself into a position where people could not even ask me for a lighter, but they won't stop. Like they won't stop asking me for a lighter, and for cigarettes, drugs. It's like you'd think you'd have some kind of sense of self-preservation. You'd think there'd be something, within you that would say, hey, I probably should just like leave this guy alone. Like people have a sense of like danger, right? So anyway, what I'm gonna do is, alright, I'll probably be made fun of for this, but I get made fun of for a lot of things, so. In fact, I don't know if there's ever been a time when I wasn't being made fun of or talked shit about or whatever. It doesn't bother me. I just hope that the people who dish it out can take it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna talk shit about me, I hope you are able to take the shit that will be talked about you, is all I'm saying. I don't mean it's like, it'll be like an equivalent, okay? So, I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? I want to put into this, okay, what do I do? I don't know. Because I don't want to be small time, that's the thing. I don't want to be like what can I do? Will someone work with me here? What can I do? I wish there was a sign that said in clear and unmistakable terms, do not ask this man for a cigarette, do not ask him for a lighter, do not ask him for narcotics, do not ask him for money, do not ask him for anything that you can get yourself. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? Because my irritation is beyond, like, it's so irritating. It's like so irritating, and I sometimes I like to pride myself on being a person who has self-control, but I can't fight. Like, I'm never gonna throw a punch at someone, but that energy has to go somewhere. You understand? Okay, human beings, there's, what am I supposed to do? Like, this guy alright, so, yesterday morning, this guy comes up to me, and he's all like, he tries to, like, fist bump me or whatever. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know what's going on right now? He's like, what? Like, it's the coronavirus. We can't be fucking, like, can't be, like, going around touching strangers. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, do you even know what year it is? Like, I don't know, 2030? And I'm like, I thought this guy's playing a prank on me. I'm like, what do you mean 2030? I'm like, because I thought, well, I mean, because I just made that video a couple of days ago about, establishing things here, and I'm pretty sure nobody watched that video, so how the fuck would he know? Like, I mean, so maybe, I don't know, he's like some kind of a, and then, like, and I'm like, dude, like he had such a hard time, saying what year it was. I'm like, dude, what year is it? And he's like, whatever, dude, fuck you, and I don't know, like, we got into a fight, and I'm like, alright, and I said, get the fuck out of here, because usually when they start doing this type of bullshit, like, where they can't even, there are these people, they cannot do these very basic things. They cannot say a number twice, they cannot say the date, they cannot say what year it is, like, these are very simple things. Like, I run into these people all the time, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I can't, I I don't know if these types of people have always been around, or they're simply the effect of, a general brainlessness that occurs when people don't care about their life. And so But then he started walking away. Once I said, okay, pretend like you were in a court of law and you had to tell the truth. And if you lied, then you'd be held in contempt of court. That's when he started walking away. That's when he's like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what? Why was that the thing? To be considered that you were in a court of law. Why was that the thing? Law. Anyway. So then this morning, this guy comes up to me, like just now, like probably 2 minutes ago. Well, actually, it couldn't have been 2 minutes because I've been recording this for 5. So 8 minutes ago, this guy comes up to me and he's like, oh, do you have a light? And like, and he didn't even have the slightest like clue. He didn't even have like, there was nothing. Like, he was so accustomed to asking for things that he could get himself that he didn't realize like the danger of asking something like that from me. That's the thing that they don't understand. Like, I wish there was someone who could just tell them, like, yeah, I asked this guy for something I could get myself, and look what happened to me. That's what I want. I want it to be that clear. And I hope this isn't hate. That's what I pray that this isn't hate. That I'm not just like being like needlessly angered. There are serious things in this world that the common man and woman does not understand. And as much as you think you understand, as much as your doubt tells you, oh, this is just some weird guy, he's probably done too many drugs, been out in the sun, there are very, very many things here that are not understood. And I'm trying to be fair, but these dumb fucks don't understand how how gentle things are now. You think you've had it rough. you know, like, you guys think that like the that character from the Greek and I'm not gonna. All right, so what am I supposed to do? I don't know. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Mr. West? I had a gym teacher in 7th grade. I don't know if these guys are still alive, and I mean no disrespect to their memory if they have died, or even if even if they are still alive. I mean no disrespect, but I thought it was nice. Like, they were two gym teachers, but their styles were so different. Like Mr. West, like he was always like so like laid back. It was just like, well, you come here, maybe you jog, maybe you don't, or whatever. And he'd always say, like, what are we doing here, Mr. West? It's like, is that what we're supposed to be asking you, or what are you, like? And I don't know, I liked him. I thought he was nice. And like I said, I don't mean any disrespect to his memory or his family or anything. I don't want to, I liked him as a gym teacher. I liked him as a person. And then the other teacher, his name was Mr. Weisenberg. And a little more strict. I mean, I liked him too. Like, I didn't say that one was better or than the other or whatever. He it's like, we're here. He didn't have like a phrase or a catchphrase or anything. Or we had to do these exercises called burpees, and it's like you stand up and then you get on the ground and then you extend your legs back and then you stand up and then, God, I did not like PE. I was not a fan of it, but anyway, so what I want to do here is I want to place into this video the feeling, the frequency, and the vibration that as efficiently and effectively as possible keeps away from me every single person who would needlessly ask me for a lighter, who would ask me for a cigarette, who would ask me for drugs, who would ask me for narcotics, who would ask me for food, who would ask me for money, who would ask me for anything that they could get themselves. I do not like to use fear. I try to keep my distance. I just want those type of people who are inherently wasteful. I want something to tell them that that they should that they should not be asking me for that. That's me, Josh Hunter. They should not be asking me for that. Tell me how he died. No, I will tell you how he lived. Okay, so what I want it to be firm. I really want something. If there's some kind of an amulet, or a token of some sort that can really just repel this. I can't. They have no idea how expensive it is to ask me. Okay, for this type of thing, like if my world, like if the world within which I reside, like a cigarette was like one of the most expensive things that anyone could ever ask for, and then you ask me for that, that means like I'll have to take your whole life for a cigarette. Like if you had just asked any other person, or if you would just got it yourself, like it would be a million times less expensive. But when you ask it from me, like you don't understand. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't understand, and it's possible. It's just a feeling of frustration, like I just, and I'm wondering, maybe there's just something there's some type of communication to me, like what, like, cause my immediate reaction is like, how could this guy be so fucking stupid? How could he be so fucking stupid and have no sense? Like when I walk around, I am constantly on the alert for danger, for something that's going to threaten my life or take my life or anything. I cannot afford to be like sleepy. I have to be, because there isn't anyone vouching for me. No one, like, you gotta realize, nobody cares about me. People say they do. I'm sure, like, in the past 7 years, whenever I've been brought up, I'm sure people say, hey, how's Josh? Like, oh. In fact, actually, you know what? I can't imagine what they've been saying. I cannot imagine. I am probably about 100% certain that nobody cares about me. That doesn't bother me. I mean, in this world, I'm just glad I'm glad my life has been this good. You guys, there's a context. You need to be able to compare things. Like, we have it good. Like, having no one care about you is like such a small thing. It's just it's inconsequential. And I'm wondering, like, anyway. So I mean, but when there's like, what did I do? Oh, um, I mean, when people care about you, like when they care about your safety, you got to realize this was the time for people to say, like, oh, we care about Josh Hunter. Like, if anyone was cared about my safety, like me being alive, it's like everyone's worried about this coronavirus, right? And so if you think about the person who's most important to you, think about the people that you love and you care about. What do? You say, I want them to be safe. And so what you would do is like, oh, if you, all right, so let's say you have like your wife, all right, and you found out, because I don't know and you found out like, oh, she's in danger because like the coronavirus is everywhere, and you would say, would you just leave her out on the street? Would you just leave her into situations where she could not avoid the coronavirus? Like, I'm in a situation I cannot avoid it, no matter what. Like, I'm in constant contact with the public. Like, there's nothing I can do, you know. And if like, I'm talking about like maybe 2,500 people here who I'm sure I don't think they would be so concerned about me, but I'm saying the fact that nobody is like, oh, I wonder how Josh Hunter is doing. Let me go do like a little bit of investigation to see if he's all right, and maybe during the time of this coronavirus, we could just, shelter him. I'm not asking for this. I'm not bothered, but I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example of the proof why nobody cares about me. Like, even if it had the feeling that would, all right, anyway, the feeling that would, yeah. Anyway, I hope I've communicated clearly. Don't ask me for shit, because it's probably gonna hurt. Alright, thank you. Thanks for watching.